Hey everyone, this is Dawn and welcome back to my channel. We are here again for another prompt, another day, working in the Junk Journal January 2025 challenge, which is hosted by megjournals, and of course her channel will be linked in the description box below. She's got tons of information and tons of inspiration over on her channel. So we are now up to day 13, prompt 13, which is opaque. The only thing I could think about for opaque was like opaque stockings. I even looked up the definition to see if there were other definitions that might prompt my mind, but no. So we're kind of going with the stocking theme. I've got a couple of things that I found. I was going through my papers, and this is a really old pad, Melody Ross Designer Collections, and I found these girls and I was like, well, those look like opaque tights to me. So I was not loving the pink here. So I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? And I could have, I don't know, maybe put them together, but I just decided to let's cover up the pink. So this page was a little bit shorter than the journal, so you can see where I have glued these two pieces together to hopefully appear somewhat seamless. So those are going to glue, I'm going to glue that right over the pink so I'm not seeing the pink. So I'm going to go ahead and take apart my inserts out of here, or take apart the insert, because I'm going to bind it when we're all done, just because it's easier to work in, of course. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this in. Of course, I've already done my prep, well, a lot of prep, as much prep work as I can. I did go ahead and ink the edges up with our Distress Ink Vintage Photo. And we are just going to cover, I thought about making another pocket here where I could put something, make a tuck spot or something in between, but I just did one in the page preceding. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to totally cover this page. And that's okay. Making our journal a little thicker, but again, we are good. And then of course our yesterday's prompt is on the back of this, our flamingo. All right, so let's see if I can get this lined up and glued in. And the glue I'm using is Fabri-Tac. I get asked about that every now and again, which generally gives me a little time to move things around before it catches in. All right, very good. I can see a little bit of the green peeking out over here. Let's see, can I move this anymore? No, that's okay. I'll just trim it off, which it's very tiny little bit, but we'll come back and deal with that. All right, so here we are. And I think this is going to be a pretty simple page. So I showed you the paper, and this is, I've told you I like to thrift some books. I have this women's wardrobe book, which is pretty big, and it's got tons of information about fashion, gives all kind of information, and it's really kind of a great fashion book. So I found a section in here about stockings. So I went ahead and cut that out. There's actually a whole section here talks about stockings before the 1920s, when flapper fashions ushered in hiked up hemlines and the first flesh colored stockings. Stockings came in two colors, white and black. Stockings have now, for the most part, been replaced by easy-to-pull-on pantyhose and come in a multitude of colors, fabrics, weights, and textures. You only need a few colors on hand, black, nude, and possibly navy, to work with your entire wardrobe. And then this portion says opaque hose is usually reserved for casual looks and short skirts. If there is a sheen, it becomes dressier. Sheer is dressier still, and yet it remains the everyday choice in warm climates. Built-in control panels can help push in your tummy. Reinforced toes and heels are sturdy but unsightly with sandals and open-toed shoes. And if short skirts are your thing, watch out for control top lines. How funny. So what I thought, I wanted to kind of do the whole thing, but it was kind of, I don't know, throwing me a little bit. So what I ended up doing is cutting out the part that talked about the opaque hose. So I thought we would make a little pocket, and then I put some thinner black cardstock over here, and I figured I would just fold this in half and tuck that information right in the little pocket, because why not? So all right, we're going to glue up 3 sides. And then we're going to place it right about here. Okay. And then we'll let that dry for a moment and add that in last. And then I was looking for something to put in this little green section above their heads, and I found a stamp set I've got. It is, I believe it's Elizabeth Crafts. Yeah, Elizabeth Craft Designs, and it is a art journal stamp set called Journal Words. And I found this word beauty here. It also says journal, relax, create. It's got some definitions about sea salt, creative freedom, artsy pants. Then it's got words like sunshine, peaceful, sea, journal, summer. So anyways, I pulled out the word beauty, and I'm going to go ahead and ink it up, and I'm going to stamp it right here in the green. And you know what? Let's see. I was stamping it out on a card earlier. I just want to make sure I got good coverage. And it does have some like little dots around it. So let's stamp beauty right about there. I'm going to hold it down for just a moment, just to let that ink soak into the page, because it's not necessarily a cardstock. It's more of a scrapbook paper. Okay, nice, beauty. And then I also found some word stickers. These are the Tim Holtz metallic sticker book. There is, let's see, this one says there is beauty and simplicity, which I liked, but I also liked be your beautiful self. And that's the one I thought I was going to use. Oh, I also had some other word stickers, and I found fabulous and darling, but I really didn't like the look of them on here. But I like that saying, fabulous, darling. And I feel like I'm going to put this word sticker right about here. Might add a little glue to, well, I don't know, it's sticking pretty good. I was going to say maybe I'll have to reinforce it, but maybe not. All right, and then I'm going to pull up my little pocket and put our little stocking information into the pocket. I thought that was kind of fun. And really, I think the background paper here is doing all the work for us. So let's come back and put our journal back together. So here was yesterday's spread, which was, oh my goodness, what was this? Magazine. And then this was our overlap. And then this is our stocking. So this one kind of goes in a little bit different direction. I think I got a lot of pinks and other things going in the journal, but here we are. This is what I came up with for Opaque. So tomorrow is balance. So we will see. I may end up rearranging some of these pages, because this is what I had next. And then I was looking at the one after that is neutral. And I was like, oh boy. So I thought maybe switching this around for balance. And these two I were going to glue together for a pocket. But anyways, I think with the words coming up, it might be getting a little trickier. So we will see. I'll see what I decide to do. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming along and watching. Hoping you are crafting and having fun with that as well. Again, if you would like to help support the channel, give me a like, comment, subscribe if you would like. And I would definitely appreciate all those things. And I will see you in the next one.